Welcome to Epignosis, the teaching ministry of Chris Morgan. May the light of God illuminate your heart, and may the truth make you free as you listen.
I will be speaking today on a topic I have titled Driving Force. When I wake up every morning, I feel a variety of things on any given day. Sometimes I can hardly sleep because I'm so eager to get up and start my day. But some other times I don't feel like even getting up from the comfort of my bed. The same me who is up and alert way before dawn can also be snuggled on my bed till the day has well begun. Strong and alert on a particular day, but weak and sleepy on another. Some days I wake up with many thoughts in my mind, and boy, those early morning thoughts can be oppressive, highlighting everything that isn't going well in my life. Putting myself on a scale of achievement, and usually one hardly measures up on that scale. Then there are other days when I hardly have time for my thoughts, just excited about the things I have lined up for the day. Same me, but different in those days. Happy in one and sad in the other. Energetic in one and weak in the other. Excited in one and suicidal in the other. Nothing physical changes in me, yet I'm not the same. My life circumstances are exactly the same on both days, but I somehow feel differently about the same life. I can't say that the root of the change is an emotional thing. It has nothing to do with being happy or sad, simply because nothing has really happened that day to cause neither, although some emotions are involved in these manifestations. It also doesn't have to do with the activities I have lined up, because sometimes I have the same set of activities but still experience different moods prior to it. Whatever it is intangible and beyond my senses. It comes from a deeper place that I don't seem to have conscious control over. It's not my mind, because I know my mind can't be controlled. Where is this from? I believe I need to go deeper. It's a manifestation of impulses emanating from the core of my theosophical makeup. It comes from my spirit then. The spirit is the driving force of life. Whatever comes from there rules over the rest of me. It's beyond my conscious control. The question then is, why does it change sometimes? Why can't I think the same way every time? Why do I face the same circumstances but appreciate them differently? The answer to that can be found in Proverbs 4:23. And it says, "Keep your heart with diligence, for out of it are the issues of life." Now, the word issues here doesn't refer to problems or matters, but means a flow, like in issue of blood. Your heart is where the flow of life comes from. So whatever condition your heart is in is the way your life will go. The question we should ask ourselves is, what do I have in my heart? Is it faith or is it fear? Whichever it is, it's the driving force of your life and determines your thought patterns and values. It drives your emotions and leads to your actions. Thought comes from your mind, but what drives your mind is your heart. The raw materials of the kind of thoughts produced by your mind is determined by your heart. Remember, you are not your mind or your body, but you are spirit. So the rest of you are extensions of that expression of you. Any change that happens at that level will unfailingly cascade down to the other components and become materialized in an infinite variety of ways. Therefore, it's so important to pay attention to the impulses allowed to sink through the subconsciousness and into the spirit. Because once it gets there, it's beyond control. Yes, the content of your spirit has to do with what you have allowed into it. The bad vibes I felt in those mornings didn't form those mornings, but are manifestations of the impulses I received and spiritually ingested over a period of time. The man who commits suicide did not receive those impulses the day he committed it. The decision to finally quit your job and start your own business took a while to form into a firm decision. The mind feeds on information, but the spirit receives impulses of either faith or fear. You reason things with your mind, but you know things with your spirit. Therefore, it's important to be careful about who you let speak to your heart. For me, once the attitude of anybody doesn't make me feel good about myself or introduce fear, that person does not ever speak to me again. Even if they do, I do not take it to heart. Your heart knows what is good for you. So once you feel depressed after talking to someone, end that contact regardless of how the advice may have sounded. Mind relates to mind, and spirit relates to spirit. That's why you can meet two people for the first time and you are repelled by one and attracted by the other for reasons you can't explain. Personally, I see no reason why I should engage with someone if I cannot be comfortable around them. Friendship or relationship is not by force. Well, it shouldn't be anyway. I don't mean that one should not endure criticism or listen to advice, but anything void of love is poison. Therefore, even the best of advice is not welcome if it is not coming from the place of love, because it's not the words spoken that matter the most, but the spiritual energy behind it. Any word loaded with fear impulses poisons your spirit and sets you up for all manner of negative experiences consequently. Words loaded with faith impulses, on the other hand, empowers you for exploits. People can only give what they have. Do not engage with people who have fear or whom you are repelled from for reasons you can't explain. They will poison your spirit regardless of how good what they say may sound, or even whatever help they may offer. Rather go with persons of faith whose impulses are healthy for your spiritual well-being. Be alert and look out. Manage your driving force, because that is where the issue of life is. Thank you for listening.
Hope you were blessed by these teachings. For inquiry, support, and contributions, kindly send us an email on epicgnosis721@gmail.com. You can also send us a message via WhatsApp on 234-80-3577-3659. We would love to hear from you. God bless you.